In this video, I'm gonna show you how to use the setting page. So to go into the setting page, you need to tap this icon here. Just tap it. Then there is the setting page. The main page of the setting page is the profiling page. So you just need to pass it because I already made a video how to use the profiling page. And the preset page as well, we just can skip it. We can start from here. And I'll just explain one by one. There's counter. It shows how many times that you'll be making the shots and the steam and the hot water, which is the hot water dispense. And there's the version, and it only shows the F version on here, but if it's connected to the machine, it'll show the firmware version and this Bluetooth information as well. And there's energy saver. This is the setting for the auto sleep mode time. So you can set the time on here. If you set like this, then it'll automatically goes into the sleep mode after 25 minutes if you don't touch anything on the app. And there is keep hot. So this is basically the scheduler. So you can schedule the machine on and off time. So if you set like this, you can wake the machine up at 7:50 a.m. and if you set like this, you can put the machine into the sleep mode at 9 a.m. So you can see the current time on here as well. And there's maintenance, and there is clean feature on here, but we don't really use it because it doesn't really use the pressure, enough pressure during this cleaning feature. So I recommend you to use the forward flush multiply 5 profile. You can find it in the preset, which is this one. So it'll use the high pressure, so you can clean the drain tube properly. And there is Descale feature. Please don't use it unless you check with our team. So if you just descale it when your machine is not needed to descale, it can cause an issue because the citric acid, the acid, can damage the metal. So it can probably clog the heater. Then you have to send the machine back to Hong Kong for the repair. If you want to use it because you have some issue with your machine, then please check with our team. And there is Calibrate feature, so you can calibrate the sensors and the flow rate. So if you go in here, you can see the sensors that you can calibrate, but do not touch temperature and pressure unless you have the proper tool to measure the actual temperature and the pressure on the group head. Otherwise, never ever touch it. And there is flow calibration. You can just adjust it according to the graph results. For setting this flow calibration, you actually need to use the Bluetooth scale, which can be connected to the de1app and show the brown graph, which is the real-time coffee weight in the cup. So you just need to compare the blue graph, which is the flow rate from the machine, and the brown graph. And if the gap is kind of far, then you just need to adjust it. I'll just make an individual video for the flow calibration. So I'll just pass it for now. And there is steam temperature. I just prefer to set the steam temperature at the highest. If you feel the steam pressure is too high, you can adjust the steam temperature lower. And if you feel like the steam pressure is not high enough, or if you get too much water in the milk during steaming, then you can just higher the steam temperature. And there is steam flow rate, and this one as well. If you feel the steam pressure is too high, you can just lower it. And if you feel the steam pressure is too low, you can just higher it. Most of users use 0.8 milliliter per second to 1.4 milliliter per second, but it's up to you. You can just higher it. But if you higher the steam flow rate, you can put more water in the milk during steaming. And there is fan turns on at. So this decides when you want to start the fan to run. If the app is not connected to the machine, the fan will run endlessly. But if you set like this and then connect the machine to the app, the fan will automatically stop because this temperature on here is actually the boardroom temperature. And the boardroom is actually separated from the heater side, so it doesn't really get this hot. So if you set like this, the fan won't run unless you use the machine consistently for hours. And if you just want to run the fan endlessly, then you can just slide a bar to all the way left to set it as always on. And there is more on the bottom right corner. If you go in here, there is a second page of the Calibrate. Firstly, you can see the voltage on here, and it's actually automatically set unless you use the version 1.0 machine, which is our very first machine. In the case, you just need to tap set to 120 volts or set to 230 volts. It's up to the model of the machine. And there is a heater idle temperature. This one is for setting the heater temperature when it's idle state. So it's at 99 degrees Celsius. It means it'll keep the heater temperature at 99 degrees Celsius so that it can consume like more electricity. So you can just lower it to like 80 degrees Celsius. It's up to you. Or like 90 degrees Celsius, which is most profiles temperature setting. There is a heater warm-up flow rate. If you start any function, you can actually hear the pumps running for a while and then start the function, right? So this is the flow rate for the stage, and you can just higher it and lower it. And there is heater test timeout and heater test flow rate. This is only for shot. So after the machine finishing the heater warm-up flow rate, it'll start the heater test before opening the valve to actually start the shot. And this is for adjusting the temperature more closely to the temperature setting on the profile. But if the machine is already like heated up like properly, you don't really need to use it. So if you set like this is the minimum like time for the heater test, then it starts the shot almost immediately right after the heater warm up. But if you want to have more perfect temperature for the shot, you can just hire the heater test timeout. Then it'll adjust the temperature of the water inside of the machine more closely to the temperature setting for the profile. There is heater test flow rate. I recommend you to set this the same as the flow rate of the first step of your profile, because the machine will open the valve as soon as it finishes the heater test. The flow rate that the machine has at the beginning of the shot will be this value. If you match the heater test flow rate with the flow rate of the first stage of the profile, it can start the first step more smoothly. And most of the profile has the 4 milliliter per second of the pre-infusion, which is the first step. So we set 4 milliliter per second as the default, and there is stop and wait offset. So if you use the Bluetooth scale, then you can do the stop at wait. So it'll stop the shot automatically at the weight that you require. But it usually finishes a bit earlier, because even though you just stop the shot, some drops of coffee will be come out from the basket. So if we stop exactly at the weight that we require, then it'll have like more as the result. So as we don't want that, we just want to finish the shot a little bit earlier, and this controls the time. And there is slow start. We really don't need to use it because it just have like 2 seconds of nothing step at first. So this one is when we have the first step skip issue. Issue actually can be fixed by like restart the machine from the back switch, and the issue doesn't really come back at all. We really don't need to use it. Now here's the transport feature. This feature is for removing all the water inside of the machine out. So before packing the machine up to like move it to like the other location, or like move to the overseas, or if you are traveling with your machine, then you can just remove the water inside of the machine, so there is like no water like dropping inside of the suitcase. So if you tap here, then it'll show this page. Then you can just follow this instruction. Just press OK, and then right after that, drag the water tank just this much. If you pull it a bit further, then you may not get the water dropping from the return valve inside of the water tank. If I pull the water tank too much, the water dropping from the return valve will like making the mess on the table like this. So tap OK, then it'll just send some water through the return valve, and after that it'll drop the water through the hot water dispenser and also the porter filter. And then you can update the firmware here. It says up to date because it's not connected to the machine. But if there is something to update, then it'll show update the firmware. And there is water level. You can set the water level of the water tank when you want the machine to show the refill message. If the machine has got like lower water than your setting right here, then it'll show the refill message. Or if you use the refill kit, it'll start to refill at this water level. Then next there is app tab. And first thing is app updates. And also you can see the app version right here. This is stable. App has got like 3 different versions. The first one is stable, second one is beta version, and the third one is nightly version. And stable version is, as the name, the most stable version of the app, and the beta and nightly are for the beta testers. So if you want to use the nightly or beta app to use the newest feature that we are working on, you can just set and update it. It's in the MISC. But to use the app, please follow John's posting about the nightly app in Diaspora forum, because the nightly and beta app is for the beta testers, so it may have like quite a lot of bugs. If you don't follow that, you may think like the machine is wrong, but it's kind of like supposed to be. And there is screen brightness, and we don't recommend to use like higher than 70%. It may like drain the battery faster than it gets charged. So please keep it 70 or lower. And there is connect. This is for Bluetooth connect between the machine and app, or the Descale and app. And there is actually a proper sequence to connect the machine and app. If you like turn the machine off by the back switch and then turn it on, it won't be connected properly. If you do that, you have to exit the app and then restart the app, and then go to setting app and tap search on connect. Then it'll show the machine on here. Then you just need to tap it to connect, and the scale as well. And there is skin setting. You can pick the skin that you want to use, and those are the famous ones that the most users use. Then there is the checkbox that only show most popular skins. Then it's already checked, and then if you uncheck it, then you can see all the skins that de1app has. But those are the simple skins, so it doesn't show the real-time graph information. You may want to just pick one of those. And once you change the skin, you tap done and tap OK, and then you just need to restart the app to apply the change. And there is language. You can set the language that you are using, and there is MISC, and you can set multiple things in here. And there is screensaver, which is display during the sleep mode. So you can set the brightness on here. If you set the clock, then it'll show time on here. It just moves randomly. There change image every 10 minutes. So there is a folder that keeps the screensaver photos. It'll just change each photos automatically in 10 minutes. So if you want to have your own photo, you can just go to the folder and delete that you don't want to show in the screensaver, and just copy and paste the photos that you have that you want to see in the screensaver. And there is app version. I already mentioned that before. And stable beta nightly. You can just pick one and then update it. And there is font size. Don't raise it too high, then it'll just mess up a lot. In the case, you just need to reset the setting in the cloud app. There is screen resolution. This one as well. Don't just higher it too much. It'll mess up as well a lot. This case actually, and the button will be disappear like this. In the case, you can also do the reset setting. And there is flips. If you have a third-party tablet which doesn't have the charge ports on the left side, then you may just want to put the tablet upside down to get access the USB port. Then you may need to like check this flip checkbox. That's it. And there is exit app. If you tap this one, then it'll exit the app.